And now, a word from your host.
I am Reggie Ruff from the Ruff Legacy Podcast. I'm requesting that each person that enjoys my episodes, you can make a donation to the Ruff Legacy Podcast. You can make that donation with an amount that you can determine.
Any amount would help. You can make it to Cash App, $REGROUGH1. That's $REGROUGH1. Reg Ruff 1. It's entertaining, enlightening, and everything else.
We want to make these shows so much better.
We just want to do our best.
But I can't do it alone.
I need your help. We promise to be entertaining, enlightening, and everything else. It's about time somebody talks about this political situation. Here we go.
With some honesty.
It's the Ruff Legacy Podcast, Season 3, Episode 8. The election results, feelings, and questions and answers edition. I'm Reggie Ruff, and I'm just saying what needs to be said because y'all need to hear it. Yeah. So we got the Senate, the House, and the Big House is all controlled by who knows.
I sounded just like my mother.
I do know this. I didn't think that it mattered.
What the polls said, I could just see it. It was just white people.
Just white people stuff.
I realized that
Everyone is not a racist.
Who supports the right?
And for the whites to keep their population as the majority, I don't think that's racist. It just doesn't feel racist.
Does
Feel creepy though. I must admit, and you must admit also.
Find another style. Push you.
It look ugly. It just is so creepy. Someone needs to fucking do something about their style, their swag, their reputation. They are looked at by millions of people as bullies, intimidators, thieves.
and liars.
All these negative things, man, when it's really just about
That one thing, you want to remain the majority. But don't get so offended now.
I let a bunch of motherfuckers in here because they did the work. Don't blame it on me.
Take away Social Security and
Make me
Medicare.
responsible for that shit.
Yeah, right.
Y'all did that. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. This is just a theory. I haven't done any real research on it, but it sounds pretty good. It's logical, I think. I think there are a lot of Mexicans. A lot of them.
Working in them chicken spots.
shout out to them hard-working Mexicans.
Yo, try telling those immigrants. Try telling people something that they can believe. Truth.
We've overextended ourselves. I'm sorry. It's time to chill. Everybody just stand in place and chill for a minute.
Till we get this shit back right.
Why be so creepy and ugly about it? That's the thing. You got a good principle. In theory, you want to remain the majority. I get it. Someone doesn't want to be in the majority. There's something... I shouldn't say that. I'm going to say this, though. Just stop being so creepy, folks. That's all that I want to say about this whole presidency. But don't make me responsible for the consensus bullshit that all y'all agreed to. Every one of yous said they're gonna work where? For how much? I believe that got said. That is a quote. This is one of the best podcasts I've ever done in my life. Ain't my fault you let them in.
Now you want to punish me for your mistake by taking away certain benefits? Come on.
Now, the other thing, my other point about the voters, you'll just have to wait a moment when I return with why all those people voted the way they did. We'll be back to the Rough Legacy Podcast.
Hey, it's Reggie Ruff. Once again, I'm requesting that you make a donation to the Rough Legacy Podcast for production costs. Anyone who has listened to this show since day one knows that it has improved 1,000%. Here's a day one listener with something to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the supporter of the Rough Legacy Podcast, and I'm going to donate money in support to Reggie Ruff for producing more unique episodes.
It's just like that, folks. Just help us out. And we're back. Where I left off at, we're going to talk about the voters. You can't talk about this election without talking about the voters, who I truly believe this, that it was mass hypnotization. It had to be hypnotization. That's how we used to say it in the 70s, hypnotization. But we all know what it means. It basically means you're out of your damn head somewhere else, looking at something where you should have been looking over here. They had you looking over there and you're listening. You was hypnotized. Evidence. Okay, you want evidence? Guy says, I'm not going to ask you for any money towards my thing. It's mine. I'm rich enough to handle it myself. You got $20 for life? Hey, I don't need it. It's for things. Yeah, I need things, and you got to pay for it. That's one thing. I could go on, but why should I? You know what I'm talking about. People that voted were hypnotized because they didn't see. Here it is. All those things that were so controversial that was being said, that a large number of people said, did you hear this one just now? But you people who voted for that side, you now have to carry the same weight that man carries. That shame and guilt stuff. Or, listen, could be pathological. Don't know what's happening. You got people going, I didn't hear that. I didn't see that. I'm voting for him. He didn't say that. That's not what he meant. He might have said it, but then I heard this, that you're a quality person. You're a quality person when someone says, you're not being, you don't take him serious.
He's just a bullshitter.
Holy, I don't want to be referred to that if I've got some real responsibilities. Listen, if your boss ever said, you're the biggest bullshitter in here, Daniel. What the fuck? How was that a compliment? But there were people smiling and saying that. The weight on them when they get home. And just imagine if you voted for them. And to me, if it's not hypnotization, how is it that people who are being threatened by these policies, draconian policies, people are gonna be sent back But they voted for him because they want the others to be sent back. Some of y'all are gonna go back to your homeland. You might not know it like you used to, but you're getting the fuck out of here. If you didn't vote for the Republican Party, let me just say this. There's no fighting. There's nothing you can really do now except tell them, don't be so creepy. What can they say? Healing to normal individuals and those who weren't hypnotized. It wasn't mass hypnotization, then a large number of Americans are creepy. And ladies and gentlemen, creepy isn't cool. This has been the Ruff Legacy Podcast. I'm Reggie Ruff, and I'm just saying what needs to be said because y'all need to hear it. Join us again for our next episode, and remember to help us out. Make a donation, any donation that you'd like to make to the Ruff Legacy Podcast, $REGROUGH1 at Cash App. That's $RegRuff1